Right, so I'm just going to do a little video series talking about different ways to make food a little bit more enjoyable. So a lot of it may be kind of like second knowledge to a lot of people. It's stuff I didn't necessarily think people needed to know. But the more and more I speak to people, whether it be clients, whether it be other bodybuilders, I realise how shit people are at making food enjoyable. So I'm going to go through a few little things. This is going to be a cream of rice one. As simple as it is, people still mess it up. People still like, oh, I don't like cream of rice, we swap it with something else. And it turns out they don't like cream of rice because they make it like a fucking knob and it tastes like sand. So this is how I do it basically. Weigh it out first, obviously goes without saying. And then what I'm going to do, I've just boiled the kettle. So I'm just going to put some cold water in first. So all I do, literally enough cold water to make it up into a sludge so there's no bits in there. So it's probably about right. You can always add more, you can't take away. So with the back of the spoon, we'll just mix it up. Making sure we get rid of all the bits. And then when we add a boiling water, we should have no bits in it. So, see there, need a bit more water. More. So watch along. If you've got any ideas, any things you want me to cover, let me know. I can go over it. Right, so this is about what you want to look like. So it's just enough water to kind of make it up. There's no real big bits in there. It's nice and smooth. So what you want to do after that, add your boiling water. So this is literally just come to the boil now. I always tend to stir as I pour, just so it mixes nice and evenly. When you're making it as well, usually I'd say try and stick to the same kind of Tupperware, just because you'll know how much water you want for how many grams of like cream of rice you want. So this is a regular one for me. This is 150 grams of cream of rice. So I'll fill this kind of quite near to the top, just because I'm still pretty hungry and I like to spread it out a little bit. So that's about right for me. As you can see, nice and smooth. Now all I do, microwave for a minute and a half, stir, microwave for a minute, and then jobs are good. So I'll microwave that now. End it there, missus. So this just come out of the microwave. This has been in for a minute and a half. So just give it a little stir. To be fair, you could probably eat it like this, but I do find it tends to thicken up a little bit more if you cook it again. So again, just making sure there's no lumps in there. As you can see, nice and smooth. So this will go back in now for a minute. It should be good to go. Right, so while the cream of rice is in the microwave, I've got my whey here, and I'm going to make this up into a paste, sludge, whatever you want to call it. But it's a nice little addition to the meal if you don't want to just drink it as a shake. So I've got my powder in there, a little bit of water. Again, a little goes a long way, and you can always add, you can't take away. So a little bit there, back of the spoon, and all I'm doing is literally getting enough water till I can mix it up, and it all kind of goes into a little paste. So need a little bit more water in there. So as you can see, we're using a tiny bit. Don't just chuck a load in, because it will just go like a shake basically. Maybe drink it from a mug, you know, like a knob. So this is pretty much where it is here. You can see it's a little bit lumpy. So I'll just get that in with the back of the spoon, make it nice and smooth. This is the JP whey as well, the isolate, which is pretty good. The Mutant and the Dymatize are usually my go-to, but I thought I'd try these for a little bit of a change. But they've got a good selection of flavours, so if you want to kind of keep things interesting, it works pretty well. So that's kind of what we're looking like. That's pretty good for me. So you can either eat this as it is, or what I like to do is put it in the freezer for a little bit. Same with my cream rice. So I'll chuck this in now, and I do believe the cream rice is just done. Put that this here. How are we, bud? Approved by Bob, the big dog. Cream of rice, done and dusted, nice and smooth. So for me now, I've got 150 grams of fruit in here. So 75 raspberries, 75 blueberries. Gonna get them mixed in now, put it in the freezer, usually about 45 minutes to an hour. That'll be about how I want it. So obviously you can eat it just like this, after it cold, feel like it's more like a pudding, a little bit more enjoyable. If you do make it up a little bit too wet as well, a little bit too much water, I find that cooling it down seems to thicken it up. So another little top tip for you.